looks cool. 2,600 players, always fun to watch. About a minute and a half each. What is happening? We see that they're equal materially. Interesting. Perhaps. I wonder. Black's got a bit more space. Ooh, he's ready to bring the queen here. That's crazy. Hit the knight and threaten checkmate. That's a very strong move. Very, very strong move. And I think that White needs to immediately think about what he's going to do to cover this diagonal. Wow. Look at that. So yeah, G3 was not a good move. G3 just, it created more weaknesses. It's funny because had the pawn still been back here, there you just resigned. You could have always moved the bishop out of the way. Yeah, that's just crazy. It's fun. Like if you actually look at the analysis at the end, yeah, it says, yeah, it looks like it's over. Going back one move here, it's very close. Not so bad. Yeah, just something like bishop here. You're giving up. Well, it's not giving up a pawn because if bishop takes, queen takes, and this pawn is hanging. So, yeah, it's amazing how the game can turn just as is a brutal game at times. All right, let's see this position. Two strong players, 2.5 minutes each. Oh, this is quite cool. Very uneven position. At some point, Black's going to play f5 and try and put pressure, bring the rooks on the f file, which is cool. I mean, Black's weakness is this pawn. So how is this going to play? Well, Black's improving his position before he gets ready for the big break. Can't do the break yet, by the way, because you'll notice there, White actually has 3 pieces holding f5, 4 pieces. So he's really putting a lot of defense at that. This pawn might be a little challenging. He's still getting ready to play it. By the way, at some point, that does allow White to play h5 if he wants to. Maybe he should. We'll see. Yeah, he does. So now this rook is going to become a lot. But there it is, the big f5 break. Okay. Now this is going to be, ooh, very strong move. The problem is, if he takes, which seems natural, sometimes you can actually sack the bishop and expose this bishop, then this bishop will take. Sorry, there's a lot of tactics. White is threatening bishop takes f5, and then hitting this bishop. And then, the bishop and f5 can still do a lot. So yeah, taking makes sense, but now the pawn can take back with check. Which, ironically, this is very interesting. It's not always good to win a pawn back in these positions because this pawn would actually provide a lot of defense after king to h8. Oh, rook, okay, rook to h8. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, I like it. I like it, because now the queen and the rook are both being pressured at the same time. Bishop will take the rook, obviously. This is quite cool. What we've got here is, oh, what does he do now? Does he walk the king, or does he offer to exchange queens? He's walking the king. Yeah, and that makes sense. Don't know, though. Maybe knight d5 here. He really wants to get this, or f5. Makes sense. Hitting this pawn. That's a strong way to hit the pawn. Wow. This is quite a fascinating position. Black has to think quite hard here. I'm not really sure what the best move is. I'm not sure at all. Feels like White has actually come out of this okay. Black was a little bit, I would say, ambitious with this king move. It's very awkward. Black's getting low on time. King Harry against Do Reality. 1991, okay. Probably the birth year. Very strong players. Yeah, hard think. Time is not looking good. So let's see. All right, well, this is a good move because you'll notice that once the knight moves, which it's going to need to, this pawn is actually hanging. So let's see. The knight surely is going to probably just take the pawn, I would assume. Oh, okay. Wow, this is cool. Really cool. the king can't go here because then rook, king cannot. Oh, now rook can take here. There we go. That is it. This is what white wanted. Now white has a much better endgame. Yeah, much better endgame. Maybe threatening to win the pawn. It's fine. I think the queen needs to just go to g6. Oh, okay. Putting pressure. Fine, maybe rook here, king here. Wow, this is really interesting. Might not be that easy for white to immediately win it, but white should win this. Surely, yeah. Queen comes in here, it's going to get messy. Fascinating. Yeah. Wow. Time is of the essence at this point. White just needs to put pressure like he's doing on the rook there. Black missed it. Game over. Yeah, but I mean, it was a one position, so that's cool. Anyway, I'm wondering, let me just see here, in terms of streamers, are we showing up? Do we exist? We do. Yay, okay. We are here, it's real, because we are going to be streaming a lot of the Mind Sports Olympiad, which starts this Saturday, so very, very exciting. Let's pick one more game, one more cool game. All right, this looks fun. 2.5 minutes to go. Very kind of equal position. Yeah, white was happy to sack the pawn for the bishop, wasn't afraid. Black is putting pressure back on the diagonal. Still seems like a bit of a better position for white. The big question for white is he going to castle kingside or queenside? He's got options, and options are always a nice thing to have. Also, psychologically, it makes it hard for black to know what to do, because obviously if the king goes here, it's a very different position than the king going here. Well, I like it. It's exciting. I always like watching games where you've got opposite castles, because then obviously it's a pawn race. So let's see, what does black want to do? Black is a little bit cramped, not too badly, but just slightly, I have to say. By the way, notice that white is attacking. Ooh, okay, g5, pushing, aggressive. Now, ooh, you can actually take, because then if bishop takes, the knight takes the rook, bishop takes the rook. So can you just do knight takes? Maybe. But I'm not sure that I would want to take the bishop, because even taking his opens the h-file. I like white. And notice again, white has 1, 2, 3 pieces attacking this piece that's only defended by 2. So he is threatening to take the knight. It's a little bit awkward. Anyway, I'm predicting knight takes bishop, and now white has a choice. This is just an advantage, but also, yeah, because again, you've got now the rook is very strong. After recapturing, this is just great. And yes, I think white will castle queenside down. It's really, really quite a natural position. I was playing these positions as white. So that's good. I think just okay, solidifying his position. It's actually quite strong to have your pawns on the color of your opponent's bishop, because then it paralyzes, gives him less space to act. So it's good. That's good. This bishop is looking bad. Knight goes here, very natural. The pawn's got to push. Now white has to make a choice. I'm not really sure what the right one is. That this is very natural. At some point, white will push this pawn, maybe. Not that easy. Now white has to castle. Oh, wait a second, just wins the pawn. Ouch. Oh my gosh, black blundered. Black just missed it. Silly. All right, well, this is really bad now. Because now this pawn becomes really weak. So I mean, black can try and do something. It's funny. Black might actually feel that this rook is a little bit stuck. If you play knight here and then trying to trap the rook. But I still like it a lot for white. And worst case scenario, even if the white were to put the rook here and just give it up in a sense, if it even could be taken, it would still be amazing compensation. So white is just crushing. Black is thinking maybe he wants to resign. I don't know. Okay, come on, people. This is crazy. Why would he do that? Don't know. Okay, because this bishop hangs. Okay, sure. Okay, well now we talk about scenarios with the rook being trapped. I don't think this rook can be trapped. Come on now, maybe castle finally? No, because then queen comes in here, but it's fine. You still got the knight here. So yeah, castling's cool. Okay, so we exchange and or just push the pawn. You want to keep the position closed in these situations. There's no need to. Oh, he's just okay, going for a simple endgame, which is very sensible, I have to say. When you're up so much material, you could just go for that. But now he's even taking the knight. It's over. Beautiful. Okay, let's do one last game. Let's pick something really high rated and fun. So cool to see how many great games there are on Lichess. Oh, these guys are very high rated. It's nice to see a 2700 player. Wow, okay, cool. So white got a bit of an advantage, right? Materially, everything is equal, but he has a pawn on the queen side, and these pawns are kind of blocking each other. So a little bit of an advantage, but very hard to convert something like this. He's getting ready to push. Black's trying to block the push. Yeah, all very natural. At some point, I think both will want to be on the d file, so Black's going to want to challenge that, I think. Little super drawish, I have to say. After queen takes, it's not that easy to challenge because you can't actually play rook here immediately. I think it's very natural, this move, and obviously now bishop c6, trying to hold the pawn. Or rook, okay, fine. Makes it hard for white to break. So quite a smart position move. Maybe white should have played b3 before this was played. Now it's a little bit awkward, I would say, for white. And obviously I like black's playing this move, so no back row mates. Always a good thing to give your king a little bit of room to breathe when he's not in danger. This is not a big weakness. So white hitting this pawn, making it a little bit awkward for black. It is awkward for black. Where's this knight going to go? Can't go here because this pawn is being attacked by two pieces. It's awkward. Time's going to have a huge effect. We usually see these grandmasters use their technique and psychology to try and convert this. Cool. Wow, okay. Just seems super drawish. It's funny, white's got a little bit better position. Meanwhile, he's getting low on time. So we might just see some sort of repetition at some point. Oh, look at that. Okay, he's trying to drive this knight off. But I thought the knight here was better than this knight. So this to me is good. Black it now has an easier position to play, I think. And this bishop's not going anywhere. I mean, these pawns are totally blocking this bishop from doing anything. Yeah, there's okay. And now, finally, the d file has been challenged. Exchange. Queens can be exchanged here. They probably will be. I think that gets a draw. But again, you never know. Sometimes grandmasters can see so much further than us and understand the potential implications. Maybe white is better. It is possible. Maybe I did miss something. Maybe, for example, look, okay, bishops are traded. The king, once the king comes here, wow, yeah, maybe white is better. White's going to win a pawn, and then, Jesus, we'll just have 2 extra pawns on the king side, which will be a win. Black has to try and do something desperate, but I don't think he can do it. Wow. Yeah, he's trying to create pressure here. Just doesn't seem like it's enough. Ooh. I don't know. Interesting. I mean, at some point after this bishop take, that's good. Now at least the king has a target. And he's going for it. Wow. Okay, but it's not enough. These pawns are just steamrolling. Or just king here. Oh. He's happy to just have an endgame. But you can't do that. You can't afford to do that. And resigns. Amazing. So how just a little advantage can be so brutal at the end. All right, cool. We will take a more to come in the very near future. So